The Kardashian Season 6 Episode 2 Recap. So sentimental. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Big things are happening for the Kardashians this season. After the premiere showed a shocking reunion between Khloe Kardashian and her estranged ex Lamar, the two are still deciding what their relationship looks like on this side of divorce. Meanwhile, large events are in swing for the other family members. Kim, in particular, has a lot on her plate this episode of the reality TV show. After she participates in Tom Brady's roast for Netflix, she immediately has to fly across the country to the Met Gala, where she turns heads for a very different reason: her itty-bitty corset dress. Will the women in the family be able to reconcile the ups and downs of their lives as they remain in the public eye? For some, it seems like the stress of a packed schedule is getting to them, and for others, the ghosts of past relationships make them reconsider their priorities in present day. We immediately pick up with Lamar and Khloe's first conversation in years. He tells her that he still loves her and that he thinks he always will. "I'd be blessed if I could ever find someone that's even close to you," he says. "Because you're worth it," he adds, which makes Khloe wonder what exactly he means. Worth the pain, worth the fighting? "You don't get to keep doing dumb and expect people to stick around," she tells the cameras. That said, she does admit that she understands that addiction truly is a disease. In a way of bringing things full circle, Khloe calls her mom to have Lamar say hi. "With the love of my life over here," he tells Kris. Kris tells the cameras that she's proud of both of them for being able to share that moment together, as she knows how much pain they've both been through over the years. The scene ends with Lamar shedding some bittersweet tears. There's a funny moment when Lamar offers Khloe the cake he brought. It says "Happy Anniversary" on it, in honor of their wedding date. Then things take a turn for the worse when Lamar claims that he never did drugs the night he was at a brothel, which enrages her, as he ended up falling into a coma and Khloe rehabilitated him for months afterward. Khloe tells the cameras that she laments the way that her journey with Lamar has forced her to be more distant and guarded with him. "I know I'm colder. When I see old episodes of Lamar and I'm like, who is that girl? Like, what a beautiful thing to be so naive and trusting. I will never get that back, but maybe it's also okay." Kim tests out her corset look from John Galliano for the Met Gala. It's so tight that she struggles to walk up the stairs, practicing so that she doesn't trip at the actual event. She's also preparing for Tom Brady's roast, another event she's also nervous about. We catch up with her after Tom Brady's roast, where she says she was disappointed that all the women there were mocked for being, but that she ultimately was able to be a good sport about it. Meanwhile, Kourtney loads up her family into Travis' Chevy to take them all to Sunday family dinner. As they're on the freeway, however, they get a flat tire, slowing them down. Eventually, though, they make it to Kourtney's surprise, the Automotive Museum, where they'll be having dinner among the lowrider cars. Later, it's time for the Met Gala, and Kris attends with Kim, Kendall, and Kelly. Kris notes that it's a bit stressful because the red carpet is so intimidating, and Kim agrees that it makes your adrenaline kick in. Kris explains to the cameras how meaningful it is for her to attend the event with her daughters. "Every moment that we get to share together is appreciated, and it all means so very much because we all try to live in the moment. And this is one of those moments." At the end of the night, Kim is desperate to get out of her corseted dress, noting that she's claustrophobic and has never been more uncomfortable before. That said, when the producers later ask if the painful look was worth it, she says absolutely. She ends the evening digging into a piece of cheese pizza with her team. Once everyone is back in lay, Khloe gathers Kim and Kris to tell them about her conversation with Lamar. Kim immediately guesses that Lamar is the one Khloe reconnected with, noting that she's psychic. She even goes on to joke, "Should I call Kris Humphries? Get all the ex-husbands on the line." But why do we feel bad? Kim says, surprised at her own empathy for the man who cheated on her sister and put her through so much. Khloe agrees that their family has a bad habit of remembering the good moments more than the bad. She admits that she believes she and Lamar would still be married if it weren't for the drugs. Circumstances change that force your marriage to end, Kim says, speaking from her own experience. Khloe explains that this is the reason why she's been so hesitant to dip back into the dating pool. Both Kim and Kris agree that she has a good one coming her way, someone who she'll be able to fully dedicate herself to and fall in love with. With a client list that includes Katy Perry, Chrissy Teigen, Olivia Culpo, Nikki Glaser, and the entire Kardashian-Jenner family, Dr. Jason Diamond has long been one of Hollywood's hottest docs. His signature treatment, the Diamond Instafacial, which combines several modalities: laser, platelet-rich plasma, PRP, injections, microneedling, and a micronized collagen mask, to rejuvenate and revitalize the complexion, and costs a cool $4,500 on average. I was recently enough to be invited to experience the Tinseltown-adored treatment for myself, and can attest it's worth the hype, provided you're able to handle a little physical and financial pain, that is. Before getting started, a member of the surgeon's team drew 2 tubes of my blood to place in a centrifuge, separating the platelets from the other components of the blood to create platelet-rich plasma, PRP, the growth factor-rich liquid gold that plays a key role in multiple steps of the medical facial. As we get older, we lose the amount of growth factors that we have in our blood, and so we lose the ability to heal as well as we used to, Diamond told me. By injecting and microneedling my own PRP back into my face, we'd be kick-starting the skin's natural regenerative mechanisms, stimulating collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid production in the process. The results are awesome, and there's very little downtime. Your skin will never look better, the double board-certified doc promised. After a slathering of topical numbing cream for maximum comfort, the Diamond Face Institute's Director of Clinical Operations, Tammy Godarzi, went in with the Clear Plus Brilliant Laser to gently resurface and exfoliate my complexion. Despite multiple passes, this part didn't hurt at all. The laser felt a bit like a cat's tongue and left my skin slightly red and tight, like I'd had a mild sunburn. The slathering of PRP helped bring down that heat pretty quickly, too. It's lightly resurfacing the skin, it's exfoliating any dead skin cells, and it's creating microchannels for the PRP to penetrate, Godarzi explained of the laser's benefits, adding that while I could expect my face to feel a bit like sandpaper for several days post-treatment,